Okay, so I'm in a kitchen in my apartment in Melbourne, where I'm here doing some work. So you know what kitchens mean? I got to dance. So, I've got the power. I can't sing that properly because it's a belty number, and if I did that right now, it'd be a little bit weird. So what do I want to talk about tonight? Well, I want to talk about the power of batching, and the kitchen is a good place to do that because there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of lessons, and a lot of people saying these days the power of batching your cooking. You know, you spend your Sundays with a bottle of wine and you make all your meals for a week, and then you put a few extra in the freezer, and gradually over time you build up this collection of meals so you never run out of good food. And there's people that have built entire businesses based on showing you these little Tupperware containers and how they batch cook. And if you go into any news site, there's how one mother spends $150 and makes food for her 435 children for 46 weeks. Okay, could be exaggerating, which I do occasionally in these lives, but there's a power in batching. So I'm in Melbourne for 2 days working with my coach, the phenomenal Jane Anderson. I'll tag her in this and she'll go like, you talked about me. And working on a process which is known as the pink sheet process. Now, pink sheets were developed, I'll show you the book, by Matt Church and Peter Cook. And it's all about, the pink sheet process is all about getting what's in your brain onto paper and then into the hands of your clients or your audience or a book or however it is that you choose to get that stuff out there. Might be a podcast, might be a blog, etc. And one of the issues a lot of us have, hands up, big problem for me, is procrastination. I'm working on it and I'm getting better at it, but it is still an issue. So I might say to myself that there's an hour every day where I'm going to work on some content. I'm going to work on a blog post, or I'm going to work on a chapter of my book or something like that. And then something happens, or I'm working with a client and I go, I'll do that later. And you don't get round to it. That's why actually doing these lives has been phenomenal for me, because it's shown me the power of actually doing something repetitively every single day. Getting that done is just awesome. So I'm here for 2 days to work on 12 months of content. Let me get that to you again. So in an ideal world, myself as someone who speaks and coaches and does what I do, in an ideal world, I would release a new point of contact every single week to my ideal clients. And that may be in the form of a podcast, a blog, but it would most certainly be going out in a newsletter. Now, for any of you that are on my database, you will know I'm not that good at that. So you kind of get sporadic stuff because I'm a people-pleasing perfectionist, which is, we're working on that one. And one of the things I'm down here to do is to get over that. And these videos have been part of getting over that. And I think I'm nearly there. So what we did today was actually, in the pink sheet process, you kind of come up with 52 ideas. So I've got 52 ideas of what I want to talk about. And then using the Pomodoro technique, which is like you set an alarm and you go like bang, 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 and get stuff done. You just get it done. So today I did 26 weeks of content. Let me just put that in perspective. I faff around getting a week's worth of content done because I want to make it look pretty and I'm not quite sure what I want to say. And today, with the help of Jane and the other guys that were at the content bootcamp with me, and of course, Matt Church, I got 26 of these done. And it's it's just bonkers. Like, it really is like batch cooking your food. It's not that hard. You just dedicate the time to doing it. And it's the same with anything. We batch cooking, we batch learning, we batch time with friends. When you think about it, a holiday is batching relaxation. A travel is batching excitement. We can actually batching can be an everyday part of life. You know, when I do my Sunday night big bath with my face mask, that's batching self-care. And it's a good thing to do in this day and age when we're time poor and trying to get so much done, and we have our lives calendared to with like milliseconds. Being able to batch what we do is really important. So I'm not going to go through the pink sheet process with you. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to encourage you to look at, is there something in your life at the moment where if you set aside like half a day or a whole day, 2 days, could you go away somewhere for 2 days and get a whole lot of shit done? Like, really? We can all find 2 days. I've had to get the dog looked after, Elodie looked after. I've had to manage other work and client obligations, but you can do it. And I know the power of, at the end of tomorrow, having 52 weeks of content. I know what my 2020 is going to look like. I know how I'm going to help everybody that I work with. I know what I'm going to talk about. I know, apart from the odd Sam's rant, which you know and love, there's a plan for it all. It's strategic. It's within the realms of where I want to go with my life, instead of picking these pockets as I go. Because when you're picking pockets of a little bit of inspiration here, a little bit of inspiration there, then next thing you know, you're chasing a bright, shiny object and you're totally distracted and not doing what you're meant to be doing. And I am very good at that. Oh, look, there's a mirror ball. I'm going. So just look at something in your life and think, how can I batch that and do that better? Whether it's content, whether it's cooking, whether it's relaxation, whether it's spending time with friends, instead of catching up with one friend and feeling like you're missing out on spending time with a whole lot of other people, invite a few friends to the one thing. Batch that. Like, batch your communication. I was talking to someone today, they're having a hard time updating a whole lot of people on something that's going on. And it's personal and it's sad. And I was like, batch it, like, do a WhatsApp group and just have the one conversation. You don't need to be energetically, you don't need to be going in and out of all these conversations with people. Get it done once. So that's my takeaway from today. Batch your life, people. And just think everything's a Tupperware container and you're going to pop it in the freezer. Like, maybe not quite, but it's really, really, really been powerful. So I can't wait to share the next 12 months with you and do something with my hair. It's a bit fluffy, isn't it? I will see you all tomorrow night. Not sure. I'll probably be at the airport. Night, night.